Hey everyone, this is Prince Brightstar, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. So, patch 5.1 has finally dropped, and we've got quite a lot of content ahead of us today. What I've decided to do this time, unlike previous patches, is we're actually going to start with the 24-man raid today, and depending upon if there are any delays, we might dip into the new Beast Tribe as well. And then on the next episode after this, then we'll actually take a look at the main scenario quest. And the reason I'm doing it this time, this way, is because in the past, when it came to the 24-man raid, specifically in Stormblood, there were issues with completion. And typically, the more advanced, experienced players are going to be doing the 24-man raids the day that it releases. So that's why we're doing it this way this time. Anyway, we are over here in Tamra, which is where everything kicks off. Let us go ahead and hop on our magic tech armor, and let us go down to the quest giver, who is right over here. Now this all starts with a quest called Word About Kamra, who... If you had gone through this area before, you would already have this quest completed. For myself, I have not yet, and thankfully Square Enix did add the little blue marker with the plus next to it here as well. You heard the latest rumor out of Kamra? The strangest find in recent memory. Though actual details as to what said find actually have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. The suspense is killing me here. So, we need to make our way over to the dig site, which is going to take us to the east. We can actually teleport over to Stilltide. That will make it a little shorter of a trip here. Now, something else I'll note is I'm also trying out the new way that YouTube wants to do streaming. So forgive me if there are any technical glitches here today. This is brand new for me here, as I'm trying to get this all working here. But hopefully it's going to be just as easy as it was in the past. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a new discovery of untold value that only a select few are allowed to see for themselves. That said, there may come a time when I find myself utterly fascinated by that pile of rocks over there and would be completely oblivious to anyone attempting to sneak past. You're a man of the world, ain't you? Don't make me say it plain. Wicked White, how bloody stupid are you? You, the imbecile, give me, the guard, 10,000 gil. Then you, the imbecile, get to walk past me, the guard, and see the amazing find. Got it? Alright, let's go ahead and bribe the guard then. About time you started playing by the rules. Lolly, what in the blazing hills do you think you're doing, manho? Is that any way for a guard to behave? Is it? No, sir. Chief, sir. Looks like there's actually, more than one, dwarf here. Unfortunately, the whole area is so crowded I can't see. No rations for you tonight. Chief, no. Mercy. Mercy! It's not fair, I tell you. A dwarf toils day in and day out for a pittance, only to try and make a little something extra on the side, and what does it get him? Well, anyway, bugger off. None may pass without the chief's permission, which I know you haven't got. Looks like the quest continues right here, actually. Wait, don't tell me. I assume you came all this way to put in for the position? Sorry, but it's already been filled. You know what they say about assumptions. Eh? Don't go playing silly buggers with me. The queer ruins we found deep in a cavern through a tunnel over there. The one filled with all kinds of machina, to the point we've started calling it a bloody machina graveyard? Yes, well, we were looking to hire on another guard, but the position's since been filled by that fellow what tried to swindle you a moment ago. So you're out of luck, I'm afraid. But chin up, lad. Your time will come round again soon enough. Since you're here and still unemployed, mind delivering a message for me? It's for two younglings in Kamra, Anog and Kanog. Sister and brother, twins. Fond of wearing white and black. Twin thing, I suppose. The message is as follows. Lolly bleeding ho. This is no place for children to be messing about. Stay far, far, far away, or else. Got it? Alright, so that is going to take us back to Tamra, it looks like. Or no, actually, it's right over here. Okay, Kamra, not Tamra. I get it now. You got business with us? The chief put you up to this, and you agreed? Haven't you got anything better to do with your time? Wait, those garments, that quiet confidence, those powerful neck muscles sculpted by a lifetime of nodding. This is that sinner everyone's been talking about, sister. He's the guileless fool we've been waiting for. The perfect Patsy. Good thinking, brother. Let's get right to it, then. You wouldn't happen to be that kindly stranger everyone likes and adores. You are, aren't you? Perhaps you would be willing to do us a teensy little favor? Of course you would. My brother and I are conducting some highly secret research at the moment, but we've hit a dead end. To continue, we need to get our hands on an automaton core. So I'm to be your Patsy. Oh, don't be silly. Everyone knows you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? This is another one of those moments where it really doesn't matter what I have to say, isn't it? Now you're on the trolley. The core we require is being stored with other sundry materials on the cliffs above us. Once you have it, bring it to my sister. So on the cliffs above, huh? Over here, it looks like. And let's make a nice little leap down. Ah, there's the sinner now. And is that the core I spy in his hot little hands? Let us hand that over. Brilliant. All we've got to do is sell this for a small fortune, and then we'll be one step closer to seeing our plans for world domination to fruition. Oi, Anog! Lolly nay on the domination, oh. Oh, right. That was a close one, brother. Now then, for our next request. Lolly, what in the hells are you two up to? Oh, if you're even thinking about taking advantage of this good sinner, I'll tan both your hides and toss you from the top of White Oil Falls. Now get you gone. Sir, yes, sir. Sorry about that. They don't know any better, on account of them being all on their own. No parents. They've lost more than most, you could say. More than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of generosity, a sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? Boy, he must have been listening in the whole time. I'd swear you just repeated nearly word for word what those two... Never mind. We're short a lantern at the dig site. Should be another in the cave just outside the village. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you don't. Once you've got it, bring it to me back at the dig. Oh, and don't worry. I'll see you get compensated for the trouble. Alright, so we need to find ourselves a lantern right over here. And now we make our way back over to the dig site, which is right over here. I do not see the target I need to speak to. There they are. There you are. I presume the lantern you're holding's for yours truly? Let us hand this over. Much obliged. Here, a little something for your trouble. Never let it be said a dwarf of character doesn't pay his deeds. Anyway, if we've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already. We want to see the ruins. Please, 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 please! No, 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 no! It's dangerous and off limits. And even if I were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with mysterious machina anyway? It's just a bloody scrap heap, isn't it? No, no. It's so much more. Based on our research, we have reason to believe that those ruins contain... Hush, sister. How many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our secret. Oh, yes, right. Right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm. Nothing. These ruins contain nothing of value whatsoever. We shall leave you to your affairs, honorable guard, sir, and bid thee farewell. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there really is nothing of value in there, for all the trouble it's causing. But as I was about to say, if we've got nothing else to discuss, then you'd best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about an active dig, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. Back to the northwest we go. And this is taking us all the way over to Tamra. So let's go ahead and teleport over there. And let us finish up the quest. Poked around Kamra, did you? Learn anything about that big find? Machine graveyard, eh? Interesting, interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure, or an utterly nonsensical one, though that does have its appeal on occasion, I'll allow. And with that, we have something to choose in terms of what we're going to eat here. So, let me go with the, let's see. Why don't we go with this one here, the Cordon Bleu. And with that, let us now speak to the Gossipy Dwarf again. And this is now going to send us down the path of actually opening up the YoRHa raid. Hail, Sinner! Have you heard about the string of thefts in Kamra? Word has it that they haven't got the foggiest who's behind them. Not a clue. They've gotten desperate to find the culprit, I'm told, pointing fingers at any who so much as sneeze in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next thing you know, they'll be blaming their old rivals in Tamra. Wicked white. They would do that, wouldn't they? Damn those thin-bearded blighters. Listen, Sinner, you go and tell them that if they try to pin this on us, there will be consequences. And that now leads us back to the southwest, whereby we can once again teleport over to Stilltide to make the trip a little shorter here. But how's everyone doing this evening? I'm kind of curious what the lead up to all this is going to be here. In terms of my personal experience with the Nier series, I have not actually played any of those games. Although I've been told that apparently Drakengard is connected in some way, which is a game I did play way back, but I never finished it. So. That might be something for me to go back to eventually, depending upon how much I like this, and maybe I'll also check out the Nier game as well, since really what led me to start doing Final Fantasy XIV on this channel was the crossover event between Phantasy Star Online 2 and Final Fantasy XIV. So it might just be a way of paying it forward, I guess here. Anyway, let's speak to the dig site chief. Yes, lolly bleeding... Oh, it's you. My apologies, Sinner. Been under a bit of stress lately, and I don't have time to chat. Although... perhaps you can help. I know you welcome these sorts of requests for aid, after all. Things have been going missing, you see. At first it was just the odd tool here and there. But then the thief began making off with finds from the dig. Valuable finds. If you got the time, I could use some help in identifying the culprit. I don't like to think of it, but it's likely that the thief is one of our own. Hard to access the site otherwise, and I've investigated most of the unfamiliar faces in town to no avail. I can't very well ask you to stroll up to folks with a lolly-ho. Done any crimes lately? But do have a look around. Perhaps you can find a clue that I've overlooked. I'll take anything at this point, frankly. Alright, so let us search for clues inside of Kamra. This actually seems to be leading us into the little pit over here. We have a burnished bracelet. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things I'm hoping for. I did already use all of my Clan Nutsly nuts at this point, and I upgraded my Deep Shadow Curious of Fending to the augmented version here, so that was the first one I got, and hopefully today I'll, with this raid, get a second piece of new gear as well. Perhaps something that will replace something that has not exactly the optimal stuff on it. You don't look to have our criminal stuffed in your pack there, but I take it you found some manner of clue? Hold on, I think I've seen this before. It belongs to a young lady in the village, if I'm not mistaken. Though I couldn't say how she came by such a valuable trinket. Seeing as regular folk can hardly fail to notice when something jewel-encrusted goes missing, she'll like as not be wondering where it's gone right about now. You'll probably find her in a panic, all the better for getting her to spill her secrets. Thrice-damned beardless son of a shite-eating hob, where oh where could my bloody bracelet have gone? Here you go. You found it. And you're returning it too? Well, bugger my beard. Thank you ever so much. It was a gift, and I'd hate to have lost it. A gift from who, you ask? You probably don't know him. He's a guard over at the dig site. I had no idea that sort of job pays so well, but it must. When we met, he was a right bastard where money was concerned. I could hardly get him to pay for my ale, but of late he's been downright generous. In a much better mood, too. Oh, and so very affectionate. Yes. Focus on the bracelet? If you insist. I don't know where he got it, though we don't do a lot of talking. If you're that curious, you'll have to ask him. He keeps watch over the entrance day and night, so he's not a difficult man to find. Now this guard, of course, asked us to bribe him a very short while ago. So that's probably where he's getting the gil from. Come on, let us in! Let us in! Come on, you know you want to. What I want is for you two to bugger off. I'm a watchman, not a stand here while everyone annoys the piss out of me, man. Don't look now, Anog, but our very dear friend is here, and so very heavily armed, too. I'm sure that he can help settle this little dispute. Of all the... Why are you here? As if costing me my dinner weren't enough. How did I afford a jewel-encrusted bracelet on a watchman's salary? That's none of your concern. I recall that you have something of a history with ill-gotten gains. Doubt my words all you like. I won't be intimidated by the likes of you. Well, we know what we need to do. We need to doubt him. This proves nothing. You hear me? Nothing! Well, I don't know what you were accusing him of, but I'm absolutely sure he's guilty of it. More importantly, he's made off with the key. After him. And that is taking us to the west. We've got you cornered. I don't think he's alone, sister. Oh dear, a hasty retreat does seem to be in order. Just so. That's right, surprise triplets. What now, Balding? Alright, and we are under attack. Alright, and now we need to search for the Watchman once again. He has headed to the north, it looks like. That went up kind of quick there. Very well, I confess. I did it. Or, we did it. We took turns keeping watch while the others picked over items from the dig site and sold off whatever seemed valuable. And we would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for those meddling kids. And you, however old you are. Enough of the Scooby-Doo jokes. It's a little too close to Halloween right now. I just wanted to impress her. But there's no chance of that now. All I can do is grovel before the chief and hope that he doesn't punish me too harshly. You notice that something shiny and metallic has fallen to the ground. Picking up the glimmering object, you see that it is the very key to the dig site that Anog and Kanog were so keen to obtain. Let's make our way back over to Kamra. That's case closed then. It's a good job that you showed up. Who knows how long this farce would have continued otherwise. As for you, you won't be getting any dinner tonight. That's for certain. No, anything but the dinner. Think that I was employing 3 brothers in disguise this entire time. I doubt I'd be changing my vocation to detective anytime soon. By the by, haven't seen Anog and Kanog, have you? Usually when they go this long without getting underfoot, it means they're up to something. I'd be grateful if you track them down again and send them my way. They're peskier than a pack of pixies, but even so, I'd rather keep them where I can see them. Well, they're gonna be back over by the entrance, so let's go ahead and meet with them. That's the watch taken care of, but we never did get the key. Oh yes, we did. You mean to say you picked it up, and no one's even noticed it's missing? Splendid. I shall open the door, and then you may escort us on our foray. After all, everyone knows that the only thing that brings you more joy than being of service to your fellow man is adventure. Indeed, your adventurous spirit calls you toward ever greater challenges, no matter how staggeringly ill-advised or outright suicidal. Rude but fair, I suppose. Isn't it just? Hurry along now. There are secrets to be found here, and we'll be the ones to bring them to light, and possibly to market, depending. Maybe we'll even give you a share of the spoils. A small one, mind. Alright, let's head inside the entrance to the excavation tunnels. Locked, which bodes well for us finding something worth our time within, assuming we can get it open. Moment of truth, then. They're just gonna blow it up. If I didn't know any better, I would say that they knew a certain Manderville man. Which is something we're going to get to eventually in this series. That was easy. Intruders sighted, eliminating with extreme prejudice. More bombs! What have you done? Wicked White. The machine life forms. Machine life forms? What are you talking about? And why didn't you blow up? I am number 2P. Call me 2P. The rest can wait. So, from what I understand, this character is apparently not the main character of the latest Nier game, but is like connected in some way to, I think it was Soul Calibur, and is also, I guess, short for second player? The machine lifeforms must be stopped. To do that, we must reach the heart of the ruins. Come. Anag! Kanag! Don't you dare! How bloody stupid are they? Listen, Sinner, I know we've put you to plenty of trouble already, but I need you to stop them before they dig themselves any deeper. At this rate, someone's gonna get hurt. Alright, let us enter the tunnels here. After we speak to a Nog. Another door? Who needs this many doors? Sealed per defensive protocols, I believe. Protocol schmotocols. We've got something for this immovable object. Unstoppable force. Yep, even more bombs. How'd you like that? I'm sure you were told to keep us from getting into trouble, or some such nonsense, right? But who took care of those machines? Us. Who got the door open? Us. Who's going to find out what's in there? Us. The copied factory now accessible. Alright, so let us go ahead and queue up. Let's see how long this wait is going to be. Okay, more than 30 minutes, so that's exactly why I said we were also going to possibly be looking at the new Beast Tribe as well. So before we head over there, though, let me just take a quick look at the lore chat around here. Aha! Remind me to save the maniacal laughter from after the dust clears next time. Smell that? That gentle scent carried with the draft? That's the smell of secrets. That's the means of ingress secured. Onward. Alright, and let us speak to the dig site chief real quick. If you won't stop them, at least keep those two from getting themselves killed. I've got enough problems without adding funeral arrangements. Alrighty, so while we are waiting for this queue to pop here, let's make our way over to the Crystarium, where we are going to unlock the new Beast Tribe quests. Actually, it's on the other side, so we want the pendants, I believe. It happened again. I had another scary dream. Me too. In mine, a bunch of toys became a monster and chased me all over. What? I had that exact same dream. This cannot be a coincidence. The Pixie, I'll wager, are behind it. Those beings in Ilmeg the grown-ups say we must never go near? Aye, them. Mammy said that if you're naughty, they'll come into your dreams and drag you off to a world of nightmares. Truly? Oh no! I haven't been doing my chores. I must hurry home and finish them. It seems they were right. What a dilemma this is. And to think they pinned the blame on us. We'd like fun dreams, not scary ones. Is something the matter? Ah! Give a pixie a fright sneaking up like that. And how can you even see me anyway? Wait, I know you. You're the new King Sapling. I've been wanting to meet you since forever. Prince is your name, is it not? My name is Tyre Bick, and I'm the leader of the Dream Spinners. Oh yes, I'm an expert at spinning dreams, and for this they call me the Weaver. Though weird and eccentric are often thrown around too, but whatever others say, there is no place I love more than children's fun-filled dreams. But there's a problem. We've recently been shut out of the dreams, and around the same time I received word that children were being racked by nightmares, so I came here to investigate, and it's just as I had feared. I suppose a few things bear explaining. Simply put, someone's trying to ruin our precious Lime Meg, the Guardian of Dreams, and they must be stopped. You know, this problem concerns mortals as well, and as an upstanding member of your kind, it pains you to see your fellows suffer from nightmares, doesn't it? But of course it does, and that's why you'd lend me your aid. Without further ado then, let's set to work solving this problem. Come with me to the place called Solon west of here. We're going to rendezvous with another ally. Alright, so we need to head to Solon, which is actually not near any teleport crystals, so we're just gonna have to fly part of the way there. And we have arrived. Oh, you came. You really came. Hehe. It's true what they say. The king's sapling is as kind as he is strong. Right then. Our ally should be around here somewhere. In case you were wondering, it's a Porksy. Those pig-like familiars. And one that has a fondness for nightmares. My Numo acquaintance who alerted me to the strangeness in the children's dream has sent it to aid us. Did someone say nightmares? Cute. Ah, it's enormous. Well, of course I'm enormous. It would be impossible to contain all my cuteness otherwise. Nor your vanity, it seems. Ah, but where are my manners? Ezel ill, dream devourer extraordinaire, at your service. You show me a nightmare, and I'll show you a feast. Now, you'll be wondering, what is a familiar doing without its master? Well, by virtue of the hat that my creator bestowed upon me, I am my own master. Yes, you're no ordinary Porksy. Good for you. Now, I trust you know about the trouble that's afoot? Oh, I more than know about the mass nightmares that have been plaguing mortals. I already have a suspect in my sights. Truly? My investigation leads me to believe that a certain pixie bereft of color is our culprit. Of late, they have been sighted fluttering about most suspiciously in the vicinity of Gaia. Bereft of color? How unusual. It's a sin-eater. Now, this pixie has the ability to manipulate dreams directly, without even entering Lai Meg. With such power, they could seal away the garden's gates completely. What? But to be able to do that, you have to be at least equal to Titania. You're confused, mortal, and small wonder. But rather than try to explain, it would be quicker to simply show you. After all, by keeping company with the Weaver, you've already stepped into the place between dreams and reality. Come. Alright, that is taking us to the west here. Not too far, though. This place ends pretty quickly. You see that little girl there, moaning and muttering in her sleep? The stench of a nightmare pervades her, unnatural in its potency. Please, please give me back my doll. It's all I have of my mother. From what I know, the child is an orphan of Holtminster's Switch. Though she was adopted, she struggles to fit in with her new family and feels alone. Tell me, mortal, in what times do you experience nightmares? All men are driven by certain needs. When severely deprived of the need, their hearts come to harbor a void in which torment quickens. This torment then assumes terrible forms in dreams, and takes root in the dreamer's heart. Tragic enough that this little girl lost her mother, but she also had her doll, her source of solace, taken from her by her stepbrother. It's a heartrending tale. Yes, truly heartrending. This stinky sweet aroma, I can't resist it anymore. I'm going to look away. If you'll excuse me, friends, it is time for me to do what I do best. Yes, very flavorsome. And now the child is free of... Ugh. What's the matter? The nightmare. It's richer than anything I've ever eaten. Oh, my belly. I think I'm gonna throw up. What? You can't... We'd be back to where we started. Leave that child alone. Who are you? Judging by your color, you're not from YoRHa. Who am I? I suppose an lad will suffice for a name. So, an lad, you have lots of power, that much is plain. Are you the one plaguing the children with nightmares? Plaguing? We simply share in each other's misery. That child understands me, understands my loneliness. So I sealed the gate, that she might be my friend, and mine alone. There's nothing you can do. No mere familiar can remove the dream I've sown. Even if it could, the dream will always return, for the child's own heart embraces it. Not good. If she can't break free of the dream's hold, her mind will inevitably be consumed. She would die. What a pain this is. It doesn't bother me so much what happens to a few mortals, but it does bother me to have our precious garden ruined. I hate to use my powers this way, but I have an idea. If it's the child's own heart that embraces the nightmare, then we'll just have to change it. Izzle, you can bring that nightmare back up, but first we have to get somewhere far away from here. Prince, I need your help too. Come on. Why must you torment me? Now then, Prince, for better or worse, you're about to see why they call me the Weaver. Here I go. That was inside me? This is where you come in, Prince. Vanquish the nightmare creature. Frankly, it looks like it belongs at Five Nights at Freddy's. My, you truly are strong. The king chose their sapling well. Now then, your victory will have changed the ending of the child's dream. She'll awaken feeling as though she has conquered her fears. Had you not felt that nightmare, it would inevitably find its way back to the child. Excellently done, Prince. Right, let's hurry back to Solon and see how she fares. Ezla and I will hide and leave the talking to you. Alright, back to Solon we go. Huh? Where am I? Did I fall asleep? Thanks for waking me up. There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Mother's worried, so hurry up and go home. Brother, I'm sorry. It seems I dozed off. Wait. There's something I want you to know. It's been lonely. I didn't know how to fit in. But what to say and what to do. What's this all of a sudden? You haven't so much as spoken a dozen words to us before, much less talked about your feelings. I know, I was too scared to, and I don't know why, but I feel I have the courage now to say how I feel. There's one other thing. The doll. It was a present from my mother. She gave it to me so I wouldn't be lonely. Is that the way of it? I'm sorry. I didn't realize how important it was to you. I only meant to tease you is all. I'll give it back. Alright? So come on, let's go home together. It seems you've been watching over my sister. Thank you. Please take care, and see you again. That went rather well. Mortals are surprisingly impressionable things. I see. By eliminating the child's nightmare, we wrought a positive change in her reality, thereby eliminating the void in which her torment resided. Something like that. And Lad appeared to be drawn to the torment in her heart. With it gone, they have no more reason to plague her. And with that, we may begin reclaiming our precious Lai Meg. No matter what, I'll keep it safe, I promise you, Titania. You're even more adorable when confused. For now, let's just say you've done me a great service. By way of thanks, it's only fitting that I invite you to our playground. Come to YoRHa Land and seek out my friend, Thon Sul. They'll show you the way in. Having played an instrumental part in our success, it goes without saying that I'm invited as well. Alright, so let us make our way over to there at this point. Kind of surprised it still hasn't given us what our current place in line is here. Yeah, even this isn't displaying it yet, so we're gonna continue with the Beast Tribe quest for now until this thing pops. Ah, Prince, I presume? I've been expecting you. You should know it's quite risky for a mortal to enter the Garden of Dreams while wide awake. You might not be able to fall asleep ever again. That could be interesting too, I suppose. Anyway, by order of Tyrabik, one of the esteemed founders of Lai Meg, I bid you welcome. Let us enter. And we have arrived. I mean, this looks like a completely new zone, actually. This is kind of surprising that they would make something this big here. Welcome, Prince, welcome. You stand within an illusory space created by our magics. Normally it's filled with fun things, but it's been empty like this since the gates were sealed off. The gates lead to the dreams of mortals in various regions of Nordvrent. You see, they allow us to interact with dreams, to shape them, and rollick in them. A sinister magic hangs over the gates. The work of Anne Ladd, I shouldn't doubt. So it seems. How did you get in here? Why, Thonsil showed me in, of course. And even if I weren't your distinguished guest, my cuteness doubtless would have won them over. You're not nearly as cute as you think you are, but alright, you can stay. Now, where was I? Right. With that little girl freed from her nightmares, I sense that the magic over the gates has weakened slightly but surely. This is because Anne Land has lost interest in the girl. I'm sure of it. We should be able to open one of the gates again. The one leading to Lakeland. I grasp the situation now, but I dare say our mortal friend is confused. Permit me to summarize it all for his benefit. Anne Ladd has identified mortals across Nordvrent who strongly share their torment, and planted nightmares in them. In order to prevent interference, they sealed off the gates to the locals beyond. These mortals under Anne Ladd's hold have spread their influence to those around them, giving rise to the phenomenon of mass nightmares. Pixies do things for fun. Anne Ladd seems different. Alright, it has popped. We are going to come back to this cutscene later. Alright, let's have some food. And here we go. A vending machine is an access point? Interesting idea. Oh, somebody's already pulled. Lots of flying bullets around here. Alright, forceful impact is raid-wide damage. And energy assault appears to be a conal AoE. Lasers! Alright, that's a line AoE going front and back. Alright, looks like these machines are going to follow a path here. And I've apparently taken over his tank. Back to the center with you. Alright, we got lasers. Where those bullets are flying around here. Fusion spin, that was that line AoE. Alright, so now we gotta move over here for these lasers. Side-striking spin. Looks like I guessed right on that one. Alright, here come the bullets again. And the lasers. It looks like everybody's back up, so I think people are learning how this fight goes. Alright, we got that bombardment happening here again. Alright, one of those seems to be faster than the other. And back to the middle. Over here for the laser. %. And down they go. First boss is cleared. Boots. Okay. Right now I got critical hit and tenacity. And they are an upgrade for me. Especially because these have crit and determination on them. So I'll take them. Oh, what's this little thing? Some kind of little robot, I guess. Alright, this looks like ads. Oh, they're firing bullets. Okay. This group seems fairly simple. What's going on with them? Alright, and moving on. Quite the slide. And we are splitting up into our groups, it looks like. Alright, where's the boss? Here it comes! It looks like that might be some sort of a heal check there. And we've got some sort of a claw here. I think you're supposed to spread those out. Alright, what is this thing gonna do here? Okay. I'm kind of surprised by the pattern there. It seemed to go reverse of what the indicator was saying. Oops. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, those are flamethrowers. Yeah, it's like, for this boss, you actually don't want to be looking at the boss, you want to pay attention to what's going on behind you. And Alliance B is having a rough time there, it looks like. Potential score manipulation detected. I'm sorry, when did you start acting like an Allegan? Here come those flamethrowers. Oh, got most of the party. And here comes the claw. Another laser resistance test as well. I'm gonna keep this healer up as best I can. Alright, now last time we wanted to go in the opposite direction of where it was spinning. Yep, it's doing it again. That's so weird. That seems almost as if, like, that's an error? And we've seen something like that happen before in a dungeon boss, that reverse push and pull. So I wonder if Square Enix is actually going to roll out a patch for this. Another laser resistance test. Wow, this boss is taking an exceedingly long time to bring down. I mean, I get it. We had like almost the whole party go away, or get knocked out. Yeah, I was gonna suggest that they do that. It's a shame I didn't go down quicker. Here come the flamethrowers. And Alliance A is completely down. I wonder if anybody's able to hit them from here. Really, this late in a new mechanic? Alright, ring laser. Once this goes down, we fall in. There we go. I'll take that. I'm gonna hold my position for a moment just in case anything else happens. Or not. Looks like we're the only alliance still up at this point. We got lasers coming. Or, flamethrower, rather. Alright, laser resistance. We got oil coming, along with the ring laser. Stand here. Okay, so that time it seemed to actually go in the correct direction. I'm hoping we'll be able to get up to Limit Break 3, and then we'll be able to get the whole party up again. Yeah, at this point, I've switched from doing as much damage as I can to trying to help the party survive with my clemency, if you haven't noticed by now. Because I would hate to have to restart this whole thing again. I'll take this. Hollowed ground. Alright, 5%. Alright, I was on the platform there. Oh, did one of the healers finally figure out how to hit them? To get someone from Alliance A up? Alright, we got flamethrowers. Someone's using the thing. %. Did players just get knocked off? Alright, laser resistance. Less than 1%. Do it, do it, do it. And down they go! Interesting fight, although it does seem to drag on if the other alliances get knocked out. I don't know, it seems like you'd want to have like the healers constantly stay to one side or something. Just in case something happens. Oh, hey, we got a tank here. That'll be fun. guess someone else is tanking this here. Well, this tank at least keeps you moving all the time, that's for certain. Okay, we got some sort of flight unit here. Oh boy, larboard! Okay, I think that takes that down. What's next? Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, 2P, where are you going? Well, that's a big structure over there. And these little guys are giving us a ride again. Okay, I think that's the next boss. Let's ready up and do this. That's a punch coming. Okay, precision guided missile. I'm thinking I gotta stay... No, I would have thought that would have been a tank buster. But that's apparently something else. Sheesh. It sucks that I can't zoom the camera far out enough to be able to actually see what it's actually going to be doing next here. I mean, I guess I could kind of go like this, but it's... then I can't really see the ground that well. Nope, needed to go up front for that. Okay, maybe this time? Yep, that's it. Okay, so if he's reaching over, then we need... Okay, he had a follow-up. Oh, these are silk towers. And I don't think we have anybody that can res. Not sure where Sultra's going there. Come to think of it, what is this this other platform here for? Are we going to be doing like a Shinryu X knockback sort of thing? Looks like we're missing a player here. Alright, somebody's trying to get booted out. Hopefully the slot will fill up pretty quickly here. Here we go. That looks like a DPS is trying to tank there, so I'll let him take it. Alright, here comes the next smash. And he's bringing them up. And then the one following this is going to be towards the front. Okay, so I actually can't stand in the middle of that. I'm gonna have to go all the way to the sides. Alright, energy barrage. Okay, looks like we soaked. Alright, oh. I get it now. Alright, what's next? That's a big laser. Alright, I'm guessing that was a wipe. Okay, so DPS check on that. It looks like we're all here, so... It's like one of the healers is not ready here. No. Give it one more moment and then we'll get going. Here we go. Mark smash. Wow, 4 people didn't even pay attention that time. Next Mark Smash should be coming soon. Here we go. He's gonna hit the back. And the follow-up is going to be coming up right after. And now in this particular case, I want to get to the side here. Now, if we don't make it this time, I'm going to make the suggestion that maybe we LB these targets down next time. Alright, now what? Oh, this must be the time that we get knocked back. Oh, somebody went too far. Oh boy, we got side saws coming in. That was interesting that the arrow changed directions. Oh. I thought since I had pointed it out, it wasn't going to follow me. That's a confusing one. Alright, get to the back. And to the side. Here comes the next smash. Get to the left side. And LB3 is ready. Oh, we need to attack the arms. Okay. The right side. And for this one, get up front. Ouch. Tank Buster. And get to the right side. And to front. Side saws. Nope, he's coming up here. Left. And to the back. Yeah, I'd say it's time to pop those limit breaks. And down goes Engels. That's him, the one controlling the machines. Well, well. Now I destroy you once and for all. Let's see if everybody's ready. Alright, let's get this going. I'm surprised that hit me in the front there. Here come the saws again. I guess we're on this thing now? I'll take this tank. There goes my tank. Let's get on the other one. Behind the tanks. This looks like another DPS check here. I'll take that. Alright, that looks like a wipe since it got to 100%. Oh no, did the encounter break? Well, that sucks if this is a known issue. Alright, bear with me for just a moment here, folks. Alright, and I am headed back in. I will bring you back. I'll bring the screen back on in just a moment. Overall, a pretty fun fight. It keeps you moving, that's for certain. But yeah, if this is a known issue, hopefully Square Enix can get this thing fixed. I'm surprised they didn't find this sort of thing in testing. But I guess we will, we'll probably see something like that in a patch 5.11 or something like that, for a fix for this. Here we go. Bring you back in. Well, that didn't work. And unfortunately, you can't just drop off the platform either here. Alright, so then we may not have much of a choice here. We may have to drop out of this and come back in on a different group, potentially. If anything, I'm at least glad that I did get my, my boots from here, though. So... I'm gonna try dropping out. And hopefully... Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, because basically we're not gonna be able to see the end of this here. Unfortunately, it's too late for me to actually jump back in to another group at this point here. So we're gonna have to do another run at this later this week, unfortunately. I wish there was some other way that we could fix this, but this is what happens when games don't get tested correctly. So, let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh dear, we can't even leave. Now that makes things even worse here. Alright. I will... Let me try logging out one more time here. Alright, I'm gonna stay logged out for a few minutes here. Hopefully we can get back in. Just bear with me while I get everything back up and running here. Yeah, because if nobody's actually in combat with the thing, there's a chance it might reset, so hopefully everybody that was still in there will at least try to log out at the same time here. Because I think there is a window that you can try to get back in. But it's not a ton of time, that's the thing, so... I'm going to try logging back in about 2 minutes from now. And hopefully we'll be able to actually get this going here. While we wait here, let me also kind of go over a couple of other things here. Bear with me for one moment. So later this week we've got the main scenario quest that's going to be coming up for this patch as well. And then once that is done, we will probably look to go through this again if we can't get the clear tonight. And then something else I'll note is that I do also have the rest of my classes up at level 80, or at least level 80 for 1 healer, 1 ranged physical, and 1 magic DPS. So we'll be able to finally complete that portion of it as well, the original storyline, which dealt with Arbert's party. And then, of course, also, we've got more Phantasy Star coming up as well this week. So it's going to be a packed week, that's for certain here. Alright, I'm going to try logging back in at this point here. Bear with me for a moment while we get logged in. Alright, let's see. Okay, it looks like it reset. So, let's go ahead and finish this thing up then. Looks like we're still waiting for one more player to log in, so we'll give them a chance here. Alright, so everybody is in. Let's do a ready check. Alright. And here we go. Alright, flank cannons, get behind him or in front of him. And now move to the side. Here come the buzzsaws again. I'm looking for them. Where are they? I don't see them. Let's get out of here. I wish they had a marker on the back of enemies that would tell you which direction they're facing from the other side. Something pointing in on the circle. Alright, here's the ad phase. Alright, looks like we made it through this time. Did somebody just turn him? I have no idea how to work that mechanic. It's like there's no rhyme or reason as to where he's coming from, or at least I'm never seeing him where he's coming from. Alright, here come those buzzsaws again. And over here. Looks like the other tank went down, so I'm tanking now. And I'm down again. Over here. And down they go! The first law, is that a reference to Asimov? Alright, definitely gotta give the commendation to the healers here. I'm not getting any gear. Not that it looks like anything dropped anyway. Wonder what these are. Oh, those things where the little robots were called pods. I think I've got at least a shot at the 9S cards. Yep, I got one of them. Alright, let's get out of here. And now let's finish up this quest. They're still alive. There may be others lying in wait. We should withdraw. She just collapsed. One minute she was walking ahead of us, the next, well, as you see here. Though, after all that, perhaps the greater shock is that you're still standing. I'm impressed, and a little bit scared. Truly, you're wasted on the petty errands that everyone else puts you up to. Oh, are you feeling better? More importantly, who was that boy in black? How was he controlling the machines? Not a boy, an android. An advanced machine designed in imitation of mankind, same as me. You're a machine? But that's impossible! It's hard enough to make a fully functioning Ironbeard, or wind-up automaton that bears a passing resemblance to a real person, to create machines that look and act and fight like you two. Who could possibly have done such a thing, and how? But fine, let's say for the moment that I believe you. Why would one of these androids want to attack us? I don't know, but he's not the only one out there. And if the other androids come looking for these ruins, I can't promise they won't be just as aggressive. Anyone who gets in their way could be in terrible danger. This whole place could be in danger. If they're anything like what we saw, I don't like our chances. Don't be silly. We have our clever minds. We have loads of explosives. We have an exceptionally violent assistant. And we even have an android of our own. I'm sorry. My systems took too much damage in that battle. I don't think I'll be functional for much longer. I can only tell you what you need to do. Deep within the ruins lies the key. Find it. With it, we can stop them, the machines, the androids. With it, you can restore... And she's gone. Restore her to functionality, maybe? What in the hells was that about? Oh ho ho! A very promising discovery is what? So we must persevere. Onward, inward, away! I knew there was something of value in there. Once we get our hands on it, they'll see. They'll all see. Oh, nothing. What, did you hear something? The real question is, do we pack more explosives this time? Maybe we can fit some in your pack as well. You are coming along, right? Oh, who am I kidding? I knew you wouldn't miss it. Oh, I'm sure I won't be given the chance to miss it. Yes, we both know that you're loving this. And I have a present for you. Feast your eyes on this. It's a one-of-a-kind recording device, the Portable Archive. If you spot anything odd, anything at all, march right up to it and let this collect its data. Then we'll have a nice little set of records to review. I know, we're brilliant. Anyway, find a place for that in your pack, and do take care of what other preparations need doing. We'll be ready to go when you are. Collection expanded. Portable Archive acquired. The Portable Archive is now available under Collection in the Duties section of the main menu. Fill your archive by using it to record data at promising spots within the ruins. Okay, so then this is gonna keep going then, apparently. You've added an item of interest to your collection. Other such keepsakes found on your adventures will be stored here, viewable at any time should you wish to reflect on your past deeds. Let's take a look here. Alright, so there's no data currently. Ready? Trick question. Don't care. Let's go. Just think, machines equal to man. No, perhaps even greater. If we can find the key, we can figure out how they work. We can fix 2P, and then... And what? Slow down and use your head. How are we to know that any of what she said was true? Oh, so you'd have us sit on our hands instead of pursuing the untold power that sleeps in these ruins? Twiddle our thumbs while others race ahead and claim the prize? I'm as intrigued as you are, but I would not have us put our blind faith in someone we've only just met, particularly someone making such wild claims. Were we to bring this key to her, there's no telling what she might do with it. If you want to be a coward, be my guest. I'll be boldly forging a path forward as, if you recall, we planned to do. And if we can secure 2P's continued assistance, all the better. What about you? You can either dive into the great unknown with me, or stick in one toe at a time, like a beardless baby. Well, the quests keep going. What is this over here? Unidentified Expedition Log 1 archived. So, let's go under Collection. So, survey of local terrain continues. Ecosystem in the area appears to have adapted to extended drought. Dry climate conditions must have been present for some time. Investigation of a murky spring did reveal aquatic life, though of an unusual sort. I guess let's go with the Nog. Don't fret about Nog. He'll see I'm right and come crawling back eventually. There's so much more that we can learn here about these ruins, living machines, and 2P is the best source of information we've got. We need to seize this opportunity while we can. So, are you coming or what? Let's do it. Should you give your support to a Nog's approach, Konog's path will no longer be available to you. Please note, however, that your choice will not affect the rewards and challenges to come. Okay, let's accept. I knew it. Fortune favors the bold. So, something like this seems like it would be perfect for the New Game Plus feature, so in the future you might be able to come back to this raid and redo this section, potentially. Nope, almost missed that. Log number 2 archived. While we're headed there, survey of local terrain continues. Current location is particularly verdant, likely owing to the plethora of freshwater springs. Peculiar that two so markedly distinct biomes should exist in such proximity. Okay. Just so I can run a little faster, I'm going to switch over to my bard. These pod devices must be part of this place, but they don't seem to be particularly murderous as far as things in here go. We should be able to use them to ferry us further in again. Oh, right. Before we go any further, you remember these odd boxes? They seem to enable etheric transference. If we get lost, it should be a simple matter to teleport back to the entrance using one of these. So don't worry your pretty head about becoming trapped down here. And with that said, throw caution to the wind and go forth and investigate. And the very instant that you find something of note, make sure you show it to me. Got it? Weapon fragment data 1 archived. And doesn't look like we can go down this way. The blade is in motion, once gleaming white drenched red, a blow to halt the twin gears' life and death, its impetus long forgotten. Looks like there are a lot of the androids down here. Machine Research Report 1 archived. The machine's primary objective seems to be nothing more than kill enemy. What's troubling, though, is that their auto-evolution systems have begun to build a private network. You found something, haven't you? Well... I bet that whatever this is part of the greater whole. Let's see if we can find any other pieces. I might be able to reassemble it, if I had any idea what it meant to be. Memory of a damaged machine archived. Oh, brother, where art thou? It's dark. I'm alone, all alone and lonely. I want friends. Don't stop me, I'll kill you. I need friends. Not sure what to make of that. Machine Research Report 2 archived. The machine's network has evolved to the point where paradoxes no longer present an obstacle, allowing for diversity amongst individuals. They may continue to incorporate whatever data is within reach, someday the world in its entirety. Over to Zone 5. Tattered Flyer archived. Thanks for... Bye. Is a thriving chain of including swords that match the regional features and squads of... Those holes seem to be left intentionally there. Have you found me some more parts? Let us hand these over. Oh, look at all these. Hard to say for sure whether we have everything until we take a crack at reassembling it, of course, but it's a start. And this pod, I've been so wanting to take one of these apart. Do you hear something? Function resumed. Initiating repair process. Alert! Multiple life forms detected in proximity. Life forms would be us, I presume. Interesting. If it's still functional, there's no need for me to disassemble it. Pity. Still, I say we take it back with us. Any objections? No, of course not. So let's get on with it. Oh, what's this? It's him. Though how he climbed back up here is in that state. Well, you're the one who wanted to work with 2P. I'm sure she would say to destroy him for good. What do you say? Oh, brother, you know me too well. We take him with us, of course. Just in case. It'll be our little secret. Alright, I'm gonna switch back over to Paladin. Konaga and I will be heading back out. I'll perform a proper analysis on these parts as soon as possible. I don't blame you if you want to look around a bit more first, though you had best share your findings. I mean, it seems like we got everything that was going to be in there. We completely filled out the collection thing here. Although there is a little scroll bar here. But there's not enough room for anything else to appear under here, so I don't think there's going to be any issues here. Alright, let's get out of here. Processing. It's about time. You know those parts we found? Well, I've managed to cobble them together into a decent approximation of something. I was hoping that if I got the basics right, the pod could tell us what it's meant to be. It won't stop repeating processing and beeping at me. It worked when it was analyzing us, so theoretically it should be up to the task. But it seems we'll have to wait for it to finish, whatever it is it's doing. I'm half tempted to take my tools to it. But if I can't put it back together, we'll be back to square one. So patience it is. In the meantime, we have quite a bit of other data to analyze, so much, in fact, that I'm certain we will need a considerable amount of time, uninterrupted time, to work, if you take my meaning. I'm telling you to keep the chief off our backs for a while. I don't care how. Say that his house is on fire if you like, or put it to the torch, if you're not comfortable with lying. Alright, so let's make our way out of here then. And it is still as crowded as before. Lolly mysterious machines from the ruins will kill us all, ho, I suppose. Sorry, it's been a lot to take in. Did you manage to keep our local miscreants out of trouble? They're safely discovering our discoveries as we speak. It's true that when it comes to mechanical contraptions, you'll find none cleverer than those two, or more obsessive. If anybody's capable of solving the mystery of these ruins, it's them. Much as I hate to say this, we should leave them to their own devices, for now. Alrighty! And so with that, we have completed the near raid. As I mentioned before, we still have the main scenario quest to go through, as well as finishing up the Beast Tribe quest, as well as also finally completing the role quest as well for Arbert's party. A lot of content coming later this week. Plus, like I mentioned before, we also have some Phantasy Star coming as well. So, if you've enjoyed today's content, please do make sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified whenever I do go live or whenever I put out a new video. In addition to that, I also have a Discord. Link to that is in the description below. Thank you for joining me today. This is Prince Brightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.